Okay, we're going to try something different today. I'm going to build your self-trust and your ability to make decisions like that in a matter of minutes. Because at the moment, if you make decisions based off fear, based off what should I do, based off let me ask everyone else for their reassurance, because I know you probably do that, you aren't living a life in alignment to you, and also it will kick you up the ass later on in life and everything will feel forced. So how do you know when to truly trust yourself? And trusting yourself is the ability to step into the uncertainty and unknown, knowing that when you go through that, what you want will come to you at the other end. Now, if you have an inability to be in uncertainty and the unknown, you won't grow, because you can only grow through uncertainty, right? It is inevitable. Growth is inevitable once you seek uncertainty, okay? If you are always looking for certainty through asking everyone else, through thinking, right, they've done that, what should I do? Thinking, always asking for reassurance, always looking for the right thing to do, you will never have the ability to truly listen to yourself, truly trust yourself, that you know deep down, you know the answer, and I know you do, you know what's next, you know the next step, you know what you should be doing, and I'm going to pull that feeling out of you in 5 minutes. So let's go. So the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to think of a time when you truly, and I mean truly, trusted yourself, and it was hard, but you truly just thought, no, do you know what? I'm going to go inwardly. I'm going to fucking back myself. I'm going to back myself so hard. I know myself. No one else knows me better than I do. I really know myself. This is horrible, but I trust myself so deeply, and I'm going to make that decision. Whether that was to invest, whether that was to book a last minute holiday, whether that was to go on a solo date, whether that was to leave a relationship, whether that was to leave a job, whether that was to speak up about something that might not get agreed with, but you know deep down, like, you really trust yourself just to ask that question, just to speak up, because you know what opportunity it might have brought you. Whatever it is, just think of one time in your life where you really trusted yourself, you backed yourself. Like, if you were the only person that you could ask, you knew deep down, like, you knew. Now, number one, how fucking powerful is that feeling of like, no, do you know what? I know myself more than anyone else does. Like, I truly do. Like, you're so connected to yourself. It is so powerful. So think of that time. Now, what I'm going to do in a minute is I'm going to get you to close your eyes, and we're going to tap into that feeling of self-trust. So I'm going to just get you to go back to that event, that time in your life when you truly trusted yourself, okay? So I just want you to close your eyes. Just take a few deep breaths. Just breathe. Now, I want you just to pull up that event in your mind when you truly trusted yourself. That time when you truly, truly knew, even if it was hard, that that decision was right. And after, you might have felt a big relief. You might have felt free. You might have felt giddy, whatever that is, excitement. Now, I want you just to feel the feelings in your body of what that felt like to trust yourself. That deep internal trust where you're like, no, do you know what? I've made the right decision here. Even if it's nerve-wracking, this is so me, this is so right, in my heart, in my belly, wherever that feels. Just feel that feeling. I know myself. Feel it. Really feel that feeling. Now, I want you just to come up with a set of 3 questions that you would ask yourself in that moment to help you make that decision. So what 3 questions would you have asked yourself in that moment to make that decision? Okay? Now, I want you just to bring all of that feelings and those questions with you to an event now in the present or in the near future where you have to make a decision on something. And I want you just to tap into that feeling of self-trust. And I want you to make that decision now. What is that decision that you know you're not making that you need to make because you fully trust that it will work? And if you need to use those questions, then you can. So what decision do you now need to make in your life, in anything, and what is that decision? Feel that feeling of trust. Really trust yourself. What is that decision that you now need to make that's coming from trust and not fear? that's coming from trust and you and not someone else. That's coming from trust and not a should. And that's your next move. Now, the fact that you have the ability to tap into that self-trust and make a decision shows me that you always know the next step. So if you feel stuck, if you feel like nothing's working, if you feel like you don't know what to do, if you're umming and ahhing back and forward about something, you always know. And I know you do. And the fact that you're smiling or you had that gut feeling of like, shit, like that's right, that tells me that you do know deep down. Okay? So open your eyes, come back to and use this whenever you want. Self-trust is a muscle. You have to build it up. If you've always outsourced your decisions, your questions and everything else and your shoulds and this and that to everyone else in the external world, you will lack self-trust. And especially as a woman, intuition and self-trust is crazy powerful, okay? So yes, learn from other people, 100%, but make sure the decisions that you make are based on what you want and what you know are right for you. And then once you have that decision and that clear path, then you go and ask people for help with the path that you're on, right? Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. Any questions, drop them down below. And yeah, start trusting yourself.